competition with someone else. We all have came back into this place called earth to learn lessons that we did not learn in our past life. So it's all about mastering self. So every day you learn something, every day you teach something, every day, you get what I'm saying? Like every day is a learning lesson basically. But the goal for me is, how can I align myself with my highest self, my highest good? You see, because the spirit would never fail you at all. The spirit would never fail you. The physical, the body, yeah, probably. Due to urges or these animalistic frequencies that we have. But the spirit would never fail you. So for me, my journey and my path as I grow into consciousness is basically learning how can I align my mental body, my physical body, and my whole being with my highest self, my highest spirit, the highest source, the creator of all things. Because we are part of the creator. We are part of the universe. You can tap into what's happening in Mars. You can tap into what's happening in Neptune, which I do all the time. You can tap into how to become a Gemini. You can tap into how to become a Virgo. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of us have been so disconnected to who we are as a whole that we don't even know that we can do this. And a lot of us, like you were saying, you got to know who you dealing with, because it's like this is not a competition. This is about growth and self-development. So, yeah.
And see, like you said, we're definitely, like the Lamb told us, he said, our bones are stone. Our
Mhm.
flesh is vegetation. Our blood is
Mhm.
water. We're one. Everything in the universe is in us.
Mhm.
Everything in us is in the universe.
Mhm.
I mean, and that's all we're doing is transforming energy. I
Mhm.
mean, and all the different uh, fractions of matter,
Mhm.
no matter what atom it is all hydrogen. Our
Mhm.
universe to the second is 99% hydrogen. When
Mhm.
hydrogen bonds with hydrogen, it transforms into helium.
Mhm.
So the mathematics of it is always there. And this is
Mhm.
why we say Father, God, Mother, Nature, you need that balance. It's
Mhm.
one. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
There's no competition there. It's just nature always finds its balance. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And everything we suffer from, whether it's mental or physical, political, whatever, you'll find it's because we have some type of imbalance somewhere.
I
You know?
totally agree with that, and I totally agree that everything that happens in your life, rather good or bad, you have attracted that into your life in
Absolutely.
some form or way. A
Absolutely.
lot of people tend to look down on the things that hurts them, but the things that hurts them is the best lesson.
Right.
If you understand or overstand what's happening on a universal level, that's why many of us have to begin to understand how to deal with thoughts, your thinking pattern, because what you think is what you get back, also known as laws of attraction.
Right.
Do you agree? So
Absolutely.
it's like, if you always constantly thinking, say for example, you get in a relationship with a guy or whatever, and you're like, oh, I don't know if this is gonna work out, I don't know if this is gonna work out. Or even if you get in a relationship with a sister, I don't know about her, I don't know about her. And then as time go by, okay, she's good, and you think that this person will be good for you, and then at the end of it all, it's like, oh, nothing happens. But what about that first thought that you emitted into the universe that now is
Don't
coming
know.
back? You
Right.
see what I'm saying?
Right.
So we have to take people, especially us as melanated people, as the most indigenous people on this planet, we have to really understand how to deal with thinking patterns and understand the universal principles of the law of the universe, because it's
Right.
real.
Absolutely.
You see, it's real. If you want to attract money, one thing for sure, I was listening to this billionaire. His name is Bob Proctor. Are you
Yeah,
from?
I familiar with the
Yeah,
glasses.
Bob.
I heard
Mhm.
that. Thank you.
And I was, because I'm always into this attraction and prosperity thing, and he said everything around you is abundance.
That's
You
right.
have abundance of trees, you have abundance of flowers, you have abundance of birds everywhere, abundance of houses. So why isn't it that you cannot attract abundance into your life? Because it's there.
Right.
It's free.
That's right.
It's available. So what's the problem? The problem is you're not aligning yourself with the paradigm that you want to live in. basically. You see, a lot of us, and I do this all the time. I say to myself, you know what? This month I want to make about like $900 or $1,000. I align myself with that thought. So what do I have to do? I have to basically see myself making that money. See the emails coming in. See the people attracting me, or I'm attracting them, or see myself communicating with people, with different clients or different customers. I have to visualize myself making this money before it happens. It's all about visualization, creativity, the subconscious mind, you see. Because the subconscious mind is the mind that you came here with, which you had in your other past life. It's also known as long-term memory. Any and everything that you want to do in this planet, you can do it because you have that DNA coding inside of you that you can just easily go deep down and pull it out. How can I do this? How can I do that? That's also another example is when some people say that children that come into this planet, they have what they say, there's an old soul. Of course there's an old soul. This person was here before and now is living this life, and whatever this child wants to do can do because this child has this long-term memory, you see, that they came here with from their past life. So anything is possible.
See, you're talking an advanced science. I mean, like in the theology of time, like Muhammad told us, he said the righteous has a mind that's not material.
Exactly.
And like we were saying, we're one with the universe. The essence of the universe is us. I mean, in the secret DVD, one of the things I disagreed with one of the presenters, he said, thoughts become things. No, thoughts are things.
Right.
They don't become things.
Right.
Scientifically, in our lesson, we're born
right.
with a 7.5 ounce brain with 14 billion brain cells.
Right.
Our thoughts travel 24 billion miles per second.
Light. Right.
Thoughts are things. They generate a power equal to 170,000 of a volt of electricity.
Frequency. Right.
So if you have a mother that's drinking vodka every night and smoking crack every night, when that baby comes out of her, it needs a hit.
Right.
Because what she did in the past mathematically, cause and effect, is affecting that child.
Right.
Likewise, if she's eating properly, she's keeping her peace. As I'm told us in instructions to the MGTs, he said, when you pray, don't sit there and watch a wild animal killing other wild animals, because it affects that child.
Right.
I mean, the slave master, he would take the sister pregnant 7 months and stab her in the womb and drag the baby out, throw on the ground, stomp the head to put fear in the generation.
That's right.
So the babies is born with fear. So I see big muscle down black, and we get in front of some white men, the police or a judge, they shaking like a leaf. Like, you know you got fear in you.
Yeah.
Not that you won't fight or just, but that was instilled in you when you was a molecular cell.
Slavery.
When your father went to drink the water, the amoeba, that was you. That vegetation, that was you.
Right.
I mean, that cell multiplied, divided, and built upon itself until it mathematically took on sinews and became the manifestation of you in person. This is why we don't say Master Muhammad came in the person of Allah. We say Allah came in the person of Master Muhammad. You know what I mean? His thing was Allah, it's all of us.
Right.
Not me, all of us.
All of us.
Every time you look at the black man, you're looking at God. You know what I mean? The messenger said in theology time, he said, you are the sons and daughters of gods of your own kind.
Right.
Anything you think, you can do. Our 9 forces tell us we have 9 forces which balances our equilibrium. This was a lesson from 1930. The first law, attraction.
Laws of attraction,
The second law, repulsion. Because in the universe, that which attract, if you can't repel, like in the secret they used it now, they said you can turn your car lights on, you can't see from Pennsylvania all the way to California, but you can get to California. Now, I mean, it's sufficient enough to guide you there.
Right.
You know what I mean? But when you teach attraction without repulsion, you be like, I attracted wealth. I got $4 billion.
Right.
What you do? I bought my mama a new house in a